why isn't it working? Oh, wait. The ringing. It's not working right now for some reason. No, wait. Attention shoppers. The stream is starting right now. Oh no, I don't know why my soundboard wasn't working for that. Yeah, I'm pressing the buttons right now, but it's not working. Oh well, I'll figure that out another time. Also, Zeb, welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. The grocery has entered night vale. I don't know what happened to it. It was working just like 10 minutes ago. Here, let me look at something real quick. No, it's just not working.
That's weird. That's really weird. There's still a lot about this device that I still don't understand. But welcome everyone. It's me, Josh Kujo. Today we're going to be playing some Persona 3. It's basically my first time. Not really my first time because I remember playing it, but I was playing it at a time that I didn't understand what I was doing. So technically, I guess it's my first time playing it. I barely remember anything. Let's actually just start this up. Oh man. I just got back from work as usual. It was okay. Yeah, at this point, oh god. It was a bit loud in my ears, but how is the volume for you? I'll let this play for a bit so that you can gauge the sound of the game versus my voice. La 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 la. Testing. Deafen me with Persona 3 music. Is it too loud for you? Is it too loud? I mean, we may as well be listening to this. Volume's good. Nice. So what are we looking at right now, huh? There's Igor. I know Igor. Elizabeth, that's Aegis. And there's us. There he is, the best boy. What's his canon name? Is it Makoto? It's Makoto, isn't it? Or is that... Because I know that the protagonist for Persona 5, you either go by his name in the anime or the one that they gave him in the manga. New game. Welcome to the world of P3P. In this game, you can select gender of the main character. The course of the game will change based on the main character's gender. By choosing the male main character, you will be able to play a version very close to the original Persona 3. This is recommended for new players who have yet to experience Persona 3. The female main character added to this game is not just for female players, she is also for veterans of Persona 3 and Persona 3 FES who want a new perspective. Now please choose a gender. Again, I don't really remember playing Persona 3 that much, so I'm gonna go with the original. This guy. Begin the story is the male main character? Yes. Next, choose a difficulty. Your choice will not influence the storyline. Choose a difficulty level that fits your comfort level. I am as casual as they come, so, but not the kind who wants to just breeze through everything, so I usually just go normal. Definitely pick him. Girl is definitely hard mode. Okay. Maybe I'll play the female main character on my own, like after I finish the game then. You could change the difficulty level from the command menu. Begun on normal difficulty? Yeah. We're just gonna do normal. Now please enjoy the game. This game is a work of fiction. Okay, too fast. I can't read that. Time never waits. It delivers all equally to the same end. You who wish to safeguard the future, however limited it may be, you will be given 1 year. Go forth without falter, with your heart as your guide. I am thou, thou art I. Now in my headphones, I can hear the audio cutting out a bit. I really hope that you're not hearing that. If you are, at some point, I'm gonna have to figure out what's doing that. Terminal Station Evening. The station entrance is buzzing with activity. Audio seems perfectly fine. Good. Because in my headphones, like every now and then, there's just gonna be like a fraction of a second where the audio cuts off. And, you know, I was just worried that you might be hearing that. But if you're not, that's good. Meanwhile, elsewhere. Oh man, look at the quality. Look at the quality. It definitely looks like they put PSP footage into the Switch. I just put it to my head and pulled the trigger. Oh yeah. For legal and tax purposes, this is just a video game. There is no gun to head. You're not seeing anything. So I know the guns, like, they don't actually shoot bullets, right? They're just there to trigger fear, which is how they, if that's what I remember correctly, they use the guns to trigger fear in order to summon personas, right? Inside the New City passenger train, Anehazuru, I don't know how to say that. Due to malfunction in the switching system, today's rail schedule has been greatly altered. We apologize to any customers who were in a hurry. The next stop, Iwatodai. I want to die. Iwatodai. Iwatodai. This is the final train bound for Tatsumi Port Island. Please take care to board before our departure. Was the game always in Japanese? I don't remember. It just started out as Japanese, but I don't remember if the original game had it in English or Japanese. You know, at least in this game, I don't have to find a train line. I don't have to navigate Japanese train systems. Okay, it's getting dark. Hey, that's us. Something odd about the atmosphere seems odd. That's what I was about to say. Something about the atmosphere seems odd. It'd probably be best to hurry to the dorm. Those are coffins. I always love that. You notice coffin-like objects lining the deserted city. Something odd about this odd atmosphere seems odd. This smell. This smelly smell that smells smelly. Okay, so what is going on? Gigantic moon. There's a bunch of coffins on the ground. Standing up. It's an eerily gigantic moon. Nani? Gekkokan High School, Iwatodai Dorm. This is the dorm mentioned in your admission pamphlet. Why do anime protagonists always gotta be high schoolers? Why can't it ever be some responsible ass people? You're late. I've been waiting a long time. An unknown boy is holding a piece of paper out to you. If you want to proceed, then please sign here. It's a contract. You know, I really wish I knew the answer to that. Also, it's him. It's him? There's no need to be scared. It only binds you to accepting full responsibility for your actions. Contract. Is he the one who's giving me contracts? Something's written on the paper he's holding out to you. I choose... Wow, I can't read. I chooseth this fate of mine. Oh, wow. Wow, I really can't read. I chooseth this fate of my own free will. I don't know why it took me so long to say that. Below it is a blank to sign your name. What's our name? Our name is Joshua Kujo. Kujo. Hell yeah. Proceed. Now the characters have to adjust me as Kujo-san. Very well. Time is everything. Wow, did I really just say time is everything? Well, it is everything. Time is something no one can escape. It delivers us all to the same end. Wishing won't make it go away. And so it begins. Whoops, I accidentally skipped his dialogue. The unknown boy disappeared as if melting into the darkness. Who's there? How can you be? But it's... Don't tell me. Am I actually gonna do amateur voice acting right now? The girl's holding something that looks like a gun. Wait. Yeah, very deep voice. Wait. The lights. I didn't think you'd arrive so late. My name's Mitsuru Kirijo. I'm one of the students who live in this dorm. Who's he? He's a transfer student. It was a last-minute decision to assign him here. He'll eventually be moved to a room in the boys' dorm. Is it okay for him to be here? I guess we'll see. This is Yukari Takeba. She'll be a junior this spring, just like you. Voice acting with Joshua Kujo? More likely than you think. And I do apologize if that voice acting is grating to the ears. Hi, I'm Yukari. Yukari. However way you want to say it. Nice to meet ya. Why do you have a gun? Is this the girls' dorm? Yeah, why do you have a gun? Huh? Well, it's sort of like a hobby. Well, not a hobby, but... You know how it is these days? It's for self-defense. For real. Yeah, you need a gun these days for self-defense. It's a Joshi boy. Better not be committing tax fraud by using your store as a money laundering front. Me? Tax evasion? Hell no. I'd never admit to anything like that. Also, what's up, Cell? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. Yo, what's up? Yeah, tax fraud is something that Joshua Kujo does not do. It's not a real gun, of course. It's getting late. You should get some rest. Your room's on the second floor at the end of the hallway. Your things should already be there. Oh, I'll show you the way. Follow me. Never admit, never commit. You watch your mouth. Oh wait, did that not work? Man, this freaking Go XLR isn't working. I don't know if you even heard that beep. Oh no, you should be able to hear it. But for some reason I didn't hear it. It worked? Good. Dormitory, second room hallway at the furthest door. This is it. Pretty easy to remember, huh? Since it's right at the end of the hall. So, any questions? What's that contract for? Does that kid live here too? Why do you have a gun? What's that kid? Yeah, who was that kid? Definitely work? Good. What are you talking about? Come on, it's not funny. This music is getting me pumped. I can run a mile. Oh man. Persona music is so good, by the way. I have some in my playlist. Mostly it's Persona 5, but I do love Persona music. It's like Persona 4. I think I have Heartbreak, and Signs of Love. You know, the day songs. Can I ask you something? On your way here from the station, was everything okay? Well, there were a bunch of coffins everywhere, and the moon was absolutely gigantic, but other than that, yeah. I see. Never mind then. Well, I better get going. I'm sure you still have some other questions, but let's save them for later, okay? I think Persona 3 is my favorite music of all time. I think it's only timed by critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV. Final Fantasy XIV is still a game that I have not played. I have played Nier though. I played Nier Automata. I have Nier Replicant, but I haven't played it yet. And I gotta stop myself from the urge to buy Nier Automata for the Switch. Because I already have it on PC. But I am very tempted to do so. This is your assigned room. Use the directional button of the L stick to move the cursor. Move down the cancel button to make the cursor move faster. Also, press the guide button to display all the icons that can be accessed. Press the guide button again to hide the icons. Press the command menu button to access config, load data, and title screen. What are we doing now? Huh, yeah, huh, huh. Yeah, yeah. Who am I gonna date? Oh yeah. That's the point of that's the point of Persona games, right? You gotta romance someone. Who are the girls here? Okay, there's Yukari, there's... I already forgot their names. Wow, oh my god. I am so bad at remembering names. All I remember is Yukari. This is our calendar. There's a circle here. I don't know what oh, it looks like Faces of the Moon. Mitsuru. Yeah, there you go. That's her name. I definitely didn't forget. Hell no, I wouldn't do that. You're tired today. You should go to bed early. Morgana? You're telling me to go to sleep even in another game? The mirror reflects your regular face. I get it. I wouldn't want to look in the mirror either. You're tired today. You should go to bed early. Yeah. You're tired today. Okay, he won't let me do anything. Let's see here. Config. Cool. Audio language. Oh, okay. So it does let you switch. Let's keep it at Japanese. Because if I do it in English, you're gonna hear what I say and what they say. It's gonna be the same language. At least if it's in Japanese. When I speak in English, it doesn't it's not as distracting. Well, it kinda is, but you know. At least this time you're not hearing the same dialogue twice. Contrast. Change the contrast level. Oh, okay. Let's keep it at 4. I like 4. Nope. How do I save? Oh, there you go. Alright, don't care about that. We'll learn the controls later. I guess our only option here is to sleep, huh? Yeah. Just sleep. May as well. You're tired today. You should go to bed early. Yeah, that's why. That's why I'm going to the bed. April. Why did it say 4 April 7? Oh, April 7. Okay. Never mind. I'm stupid. It's Yukari. Are you awake? Ignore the door. No. Whoa. I said ignore the door. I said ignore the... Okay. Open the door. Ignore her. We're not gonna be... We're not jackasses. We're gonna be kind. We're gonna be nice to people. Good morning. Did you sleep okay? Mitsuru-senpai asked me to take you to school. You ready to go? I could find it myself. Thank you. Yeah, please tell me where to go. Okay then, let's go. I just realized playing this game, Mark, checks off one of my goals to play a visual novel. Kind of. I mean, it counts, right? Inside the new city passenger train, Anehazuru. We had to take the We had to take the monorail to get there. But your last school wasn't like that, huh? You're technically wrong. Not wrong. I mean, technically, I also played Ace Attorney, which is technically a visual novel. So I guess that's a wrong statement that that this is the first visual novel that I played on stream. This is my favorite part, when it feels like you're gliding over the sea. Our stop is Port Island Station at the end of the line. From there, we walk. Persona 3 is the best visual novel ever. Is that your assessment? Your assertion that Persona 3 is the best one? What would I say is the best visual novel? Then again, I haven't really played that many visual novels. I played Fate Stay Night once. One route of Fate Stay Night, and it was incredibly long. Have you ever heard of Tatsumi Port Island? It's a man-made island. They built our school right in the middle. Okay, it's a fact, I see. It's a fact. No room for negotiations. Persona 3 is, quote-unquote, the best visual novel ever. Morning. 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 I'm sorry. That other person said morning. She's saying morning. Gotta get these right. Well, here we are. Welcome to Gekkokan High. You're gonna love it here. You're okay from here, right? You should go see your homeroom teacher first. The faculty office is right there to the left. And that includes a tour. Do you have any questions before I go? Can I get your number? Just kidding. Which class are you in? Me? I don't know. I haven't looked at the classroom assignments yet. Hey. About last night, don't tell anyone what you saw, okay? About the fact that I have a gun. See you later. There are many people standing in front of the bulletin board. Press the sub-menu to select the area and go there immediately. Please make use of this function to move around. Man, look at those PSP models. Look at them. Can I talk to them? I can talk to them, right? Two students are talking. Hey, Kaz. 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 Hey, Kaz, why are you wearing your PE uniform? School just started. You really ought to find something to change into some normal clothes. What, did I say that sentence right? I already forgot what that sentence said. I guess. Okay, fine. Quit glaring at me like that. Hey, where's the bulletin board with their homerooms posted? It's right there. You're in class F, Kaz. I'm in a different homeroom, so I can't keep an eye on you. I worry about you sometimes. Huh? The faculty office? I think it's that way. Actually, I'm new here, so you should probably ask someone else. You know all of these nerds by name? What's her name then? Oh, great, I had the worst teacher ever. Oh my god, that guy's got a flip phone. Disgusting. My first phone was a slide phone. It was, I forgot what it was called. It was called a Gravity. There's no need for them to post the names of the kids who are going to be in our class. I mean, we'll never see them again after we graduate anyway. That unfortunately is true. I don't think well, I met one of my old classmates when I bought my car. Surprisingly, he was working at the dealership, but I don't even remember the last time I've seen my classmates. What? I don't see my name. Oh, what should I do? What should I do? If you don't see your name, that means you're legally allowed to leave in 13 minutes. I would list them all right now, but that's mild really? It's spoilers to know their name? Or they're actually going to be important later on? They're not just unnamed students? They're not just student A, student B, and all that? Okay, good to know. Oh, there it is. Class F, huh? Taught by... What? It's Toriyumi. Well, she is older than me, but I was hoping for Miss Kano. Who's Toriyumi? I don't think I've run into a classmate for years. Yeah, it's like pretty much after you graduate, like, unless you're real close friends to them, a lot of the times you don't see them. You know, I guess if you stay in the same city, you're bound to... Maybe you're bound to run into them. Assuming, of course, you go out a lot. Which I don't. I am notorious for staying home. Which lessens my chance of seeing people that I know out and about. Hi there, welcome. You seem interested in what we got on sale. You must be a new student. I don't have enough bread for everyone, so if you want some, come early. I don't have any customers once school's out, so I can't sell that much. I have 3,000 yen. It's about $30. Book cover. I don't know what these do. I don't want to spend my money right now. I'm guessing Yawn Be Gone is, you know, like if someone falls asleep. Kids these days don't know how to show respect for their elders. We're their teachers. We've lived longer than them. But Moriyama and her gang had to pull that on me at the beginning of the term. I'm sorry, sir, but I had to go. It's time to place my order. Even you're shooing me away? Some way to start the school year. I don't think my nerves can take this. Alright, I get it. You want me to order more of those cream-filled breads you like so much, right? You could have just asked. Cream-filled bread, huh? I could go for some of that. I want dessert. I have a massive sweet tooth. And, you know, I try my best not to eat too much, but... You can't stop me. You can't find your name. Look for it again. There's a small note with your name on it. Yashakujo, Class F. You look closer and notice that the name Yukari Takeba is also on the list. It seems that you'll be in the same class as her. Cool. I guess at least we get to share the same class as her. So where do I go? Where did they say that where the faculty was? Was it in this? It's right here, right? No, that's a hallway. Or maybe that is where I'm supposed to go. Oh my god, it's almost time. Almost time for what? Is that guy wearing... That guy's wearing a samurai helmet. That's what they say. A man wearing a kabuto who looks like a teacher is talking to a foreign male student. You see? Every man must have the passionate samurai spirit within him. At our school, we encourage our students to think like samurai in order to accomplish great things. Oh no, I'm not gonna do a... Oh no. I can't do a French accent. It's gonna be so bad. Oh, okay. I'm gonna do this once. I'm going to earn the ire of any French people. Any French person watching me. That's fantastic. The teachings of the Bushido are important then as they are now. Okay. Sorry, I just had to collect myself. Yes. You may not be a native of this land, but the spirit of the samurai flows through you just the same. They seem to be having fun. I will never do that again, I promise. I do apologize if you love this character, that I just butchered him. Oh, they have more conversation? There must have been tears in Masamune's eyes then, yes. Do it again? A fascinating lesson. Do you test your students with these histories? Oh no. I can't do that. Oh, hello. Hi. What's your name? Library. That's strange. I saw the map, but where am I? The library is literally in front of you. Miss? It's right there. Just move your cursor right in front of you, ma'am. You should go to the faculty office. Where is the cat? Ooh, nurse? Aw. She? It's the faculty office. Enter. Oh! Hello. You kind of look like Yukari. Maybe it's just the fact that the hair is doing that thing where it, goes up. Like, it goes up. The same way hers does. I'm gonna spend this whole stream just freaking out over characters. It's like, it's that character! Josh Shakujo. 11th grade, correct? The teacher is flipping through pages in a file. Ah, lived in a lot of different places. Let's see. 1999. That was, what, 10 years ago? Your parents... I'm sorry. I've been so busy I didn't have time to read this beforehand. I'm Miss Toriumi. I teach composition. Welcome to our school. Nice to meet you. Can I get your number? Is this the Kawakami route? Ah, such enthusiasm. Have you seen the classroom assignments? You're in 2F, that's my class. But first, we need to go to the auditorium. The welcoming ceremony will be starting soon. Follow me. Oh, I'll follow you, alright. Right behind you.
As you begin the new school year, I'd like each of you to remember the proverb, if a job's worth doing, it's worth doing well. When applied to a student's life, this means
The principal continues with his speech. Hey. The student behind you is trying to get your attention. You came to school with Yukari this morning, right? I saw you two walking together. Hey, I have a question. Do you know if she has a boyfriend? Me. It's me. I don't know. Does she? I don't know. I see. I thought you might know, but I guess not. So, how well do you know her? I hear talking. You two, shut the up. I believe it's someone in Miss Toriumi's class. Shh, quiet. You're gonna get me in trouble. You hear lots of people talking. Early morning to after school. Din dun. Homeroom's over. Your first after school session's about to begin. What's up, dude? Hey, I've seen you before in Persona 3 dancing. How's it going? What do you want? Who are you? It's him. This man, whose name I am going to remember as soon as he tells me what it is. Me? There you go, Junpei. I'm Junpei Yori. Nice to meet ya. I transferred here when I was in 8th grade. I know how tough it is being the new kid. My mind's got stubble. What grade? We're in 11th grade. I mean, I guess. Yeah, I had peach fuzz when I was around that age. So I guess the stubble's not too bad. Someone had a full-ass beard back in high school. The one that I went to. So I wanted to say, hey, see what a nice guy I am? I love Junpei, best friend. So between Junpei, Yosuke, and Ryuji, I'm guessing Junpei's your favorite? Oh, it's Yukata. Saying honorifics while also talking in English sounds so awkward. Yukatan. Sounds so weird, doesn't it? Yukatan. Yukatan. You haven't played any? Oh, you haven't? Interesting. Yeah. Well, if you have a Switch, or even if you have Steam, it's all available now. Even more available than before. Because, I mean, Persona 4 was already in Steam. It's out on the Switch now, as well as other... I think it's also on PS4 and... Did they put it in Xbox? I don't even remember. Persona 5 Royal, of course, is available also on Steam and Switch, and probably elsewhere. Of course, PS4 and PS5. But you get the point. It's all available now. If you haven't played them, definitely try them out. I didn't think we'd be in the same class again. At it again, huh? I swear, you'll talk to anyone if they'll listen. You ever think you might be bothering someone? What? But I was just being friendly. If you say so. Anyway, some coincidence that we'd be in the same homeroom. It must be fate, you and me. You and me. And Junpei. Shut up, Yukari. Junpei is the golden boy who can do no wrong. Yeah. Fate. Where's my social link? Where's my stars? Still, I'm a little surprised. Hello? You forgetting that I'm in this class too? By the way, I heard you two came to school together this morning. What's up with that? Come on, give me the dirt. What are you talking about? We live in the same dorm. There's nothing going on, okay? Yeah, we just live in the same household. I can't do that. Why are people even talking about it? Now you have me worried. Hey, you didn't say anything to anyone about, you know what, did you? About the fact that I have a gun? You know what? I may have. No. You know what? Don't tell me you forgot already. Isn't that the point that you wanted me to not remember? Seriously, don't say anything about last night, alright? Don't say it like that. People are gonna misunderstand. Yeah, like him. What? Last night? Wait a minute. Don't get the wrong idea. Listen. I just met him yesterday and there's absolutely nothing between us. Nothing? Nothing at all? Fine. I see how it is. Jeez. I've got to go. I've got something to take care of for the archery team. But you better not start any rumors. Oh, she's in the archery team. Interesting. Just like Emiya Shiro. Who cares? No one takes rumors seriously anyway. So paranoid. But hey, it's your first day here and people are already talking about you. I can't wait to listen back to this VOD and check out how many times I flub talking. I'm going to, right before stream, I'm going to start just saying a bunch of tongue twisters in order to warm up my mouth. Believe it or not, she's really popular. You the man. You the man. This is gonna be a fun year, I could feel it. We're gonna put guns to our heads, not for tax purposes. You decided to go home with Junpei. Hey, we're already going home with our best bud. Ah, check out the jocks on the run. Say, think about joining a club? You'll be joining as a new member though, so you won't be able to apply for a little while. Made small talk with Junpei as you went home. What kind of clubs are there? Was I ever in a club? I was back in school. I was in robotics. I was in a robotics team. I never built the robots though, because I wasn't smart enough to be part of that process. I actually just I was pretty much mentoring this one guy who was building like the stages. So I ended up being a carpenter apprentice for a bit. Yeah. There's a sign-in sheet on the counter. You could save your game at the sign-in sheet. Welcome back. Let me save first. Oh, what the hell is that? What's that tower? Hello, Mitsuru. You really shouldn't be outside on your own at night. It's too dangerous. That's your summer home. This is your summer home? Summer's too hot. I don't like summer. I'm all about fall. Fall is the only good season in the world. Anyway, you must be tired. You should get some good night's rest. It says TV. You turn on the television. It's a trend that just might spread over town. Our next story is about cherry blossoms. It's springtime and they're all over town now. The blossoms this year were a little late compared to the other years, but they'll be at their peak this week. Hey, it's Yukari. Oh, hi. What are you doing? Nothing. Just looking around. What are you doing? Just killing time? Doing nothing. You're probably pretty tired, huh? Maybe you should go to bed early tonight. You can't make me! You're not the cat. You can't make me sleep. Where can we go? There are dorms here. Ladies' room. Oh, like bathroom. Let's go to the ladies' room. Okay, fine. Go in? If I go in, is that going to take away time? It shouldn't, right? No. Should be fine. You're only allowed 2 actions within the day. And I just used one of them to go to the bathroom. No, it looks like it didn't. You feel refreshed. Your condition has become great. Shit, if going to the bathroom lets me feel great, I'd be in the bathroom all day. Back door's locked. Anyone else here? Where are all the other people in the dorm? No one else is here. Vending machine. Buy something to drink. Yellow Mist. Sobe. Mad Bull. Mad Bull. I like that. I don't think I really need anything right now. Oh, they're vacant. Okay. Nothing in there. This is mine? Akihiko. The nameplate says Akihiko. There's someone inside. Hello, Akihiko. Oh! Wait. Claire, thank you for the raid. Let me just go ahead and shout you out. Oh my goodness. Hello. Welcome, raiders. How you doing? What were you doing? You were playing League of Legends. Ah! How goes the League of Legends? Were you winning, or was it a salt pile? Also, LinksyBot, thank you for the follow. Welcome. I know League of Legends can be stressful, but I hope you're able to relax a bit. If you need to do anything, if you need to go eat, get a drink of water, go get up and stretch, feel free to do so. For those who don't know me, my name is Josh Akujo. I'm your local grocery store VTuber. It's very nice to meet you. Today we're playing some Persona 3. It's pretty much my first time playing, but feel free to relax, kick up your feet, stay for a bit if you'd like. If not, go ahead. have yourselves a wonderful day. Hope your stream's going well. We were winning. Nice. Nothing feels better than winning a game, especially when you just, like absolutely destroy your enemies. You love my voice? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Anyways, we're playing Persona 3. Oh my goodness, my back. I do apologize for the people coming in that my voice acting is quite mediocre. Mitsuru? I'm busy now. Sorry, but you come. Oh wow, I already messed up. I'm busy now. Sorry, but could you come back later? You were expecting Mitsuru in your room? Who are you? Who the hell are you? Also, what's in the third? I could keep going. How many floors are there? 4. This is one tall ass building. Oh, it's Mitsuru's room and Yukari's room. Okay. Gonna go relax and hope you have fun. Have yourselves a wonderful night. And again, thank you for the raid, Claire. See you next time. Nameplate says Mitsuru. Mitsuru doesn't seem to be in her room. Yeah, I just saw her in the living room. In the bottom floor. She's not in the room either. There's just a lot of empty rooms here. And it is a very, very tall building. For a dorm room? What's this one? Locked room. Okay. Can't go there. Do not open. If open, close it. I think that's as far as we can get over there. Okay. Where do we go? We just go to our room, right? I don't think there's really much else that we can do at the moment. We haven't unlocked any personas or anything like that. You feel tired, you should get some rest. Later, at the dormitory lounge, a young man walked down the stairs as Mitsuru was reading a book. I'm going out for a bit. Ooh, don't you look cool? You got a bandage on your forehead. Hmm? Have you seen the newspapers lately? I know. People have no problem People who have no problems before are suddenly developing acute cases of apathy syndrome. I've seen it in the news quite often lately. This nerd? This nerd? They say it's due to stress, but... Yeah, right. It has to be them. Otherwise, it's not worth my time. You have a one-track mind. Will you be... Oh, wow. Will you be okay on your own? Don't worry. I'm just getting a little practice. Is this Akihiko? Okay, it is Akihiko. This isn't a game, Akihiko. Yeah, that's the room that we were in. Or we knocked on. You overhear a conversation. Did you hear the rumor? Oh, something about a bathroom? No. Not that one. I mean the story about the first-year student. Not only did she stop coming to school, she does nothing but sit and stare at the walls all day. Hey! What's wrong with that? That's what I do. I mean, granted, I have a cell phone, but you know. There's nothing wrong with that. If her mother tries to talk to her, she only mutters to herself, "It's coming. It's coming." Okay, well, I guess that's not what I do all day. Never mind. Huh. How about that? You don't believe me? The first bell has rung. Can I... Wait a minute. Nope. 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 I tried playing that tune on this kalimba, but again, I'm not musically trained, so I don't know how to do it. I don't know if my mic picked up the kalimba noises. Open your textbooks and we'll take a look at the first novel by Zenzo Kasai. It's okay, we'll get it next time. I'll remember it, or maybe I'll just record it and put it in my soundboard. Hopefully it works next time. Why him? I'd rather teach Utsubo Kubota. I don't know who either of those people are. He became famous as a singer, but he's also produced fine literature. I don't know why it's not in the textbook. Well, I'll just bring Kubota's books next time. Hey Junpei, were you listening? Who did I say was my favorite author? Huh? She liked me. She likes me. Utsubo Kubota. Kubota? That's right. So you were listening to me after all. Did she not just see a Junpei talk to me for the answer? Well, you know how I like to pay attention. Man, you saved my bacon, Josh. You can hear your classmates whispering. Joshua gave him the answer. He must pay attention in class. You became slightly more popular. Is that how that works? Does knowing answers make me popular? No wonder. Your charm has increased. My charm, not my knowledge? Class is ended for today. There's nothing to do, so you decide to go back to the dorm. Huh? What if I wanted to hang out in the classroom? I guess they're just speeding things along until we actually get to the persona stuff. The dormitory lounge. Yukari is already here talking with an unfamiliar man. Who? Who's talking to Yukari? Yukari Schwan. Oh, okay. I regret saying that. Never mind. Go full otaku. Just go. Yukari Schwan. Okay. That actually deals me psychic damage whenever I say that. Oh, this is our new guest. Good evening. My name is Suji Ikutsuki. I'm the chairman of the board of your school. Please never do that again. I promise I will never ever do that again. Ikutsuki. Hard to say, isn't it? That's why I don't like introducing myself. Even I get tongue-tied sometimes. Suji Ikutsuki. I apologize about the confusion regarding your accommodations. However, it may take a while longer before you receive the proper room assignment. Is there anything you'd like to ask? Yeah, why does Yukari have a gun? Just tell everyone that Yukari has a gun. The other night, I saw like a bunch of coffins. You know anything about that? Who else lives here? There are only 4 students in this dorm. You? Yukari here. Mitsuru? A senior named Akihiko Sanada. I hope you all get along. Do you have any other questions? Why are you here? Oh, Ezra Oshan? Put on a random item? Okay. Give me 1 second. Also, welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Let me just open up VTube Studio. What do we got here, huh? Okay, go random. Wait, it doesn't work like that. Give me 1 second. And stop. Okay. Brown bunny ears, huh? I guess we're gonna have to do it this way. We may as well have both of them, huh? So like that. And then... Welcome to the store. Oh! Give me... Uh-oh. Wait. So... Hio-sen. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the raid. Your support has arrived. Thank you for the support. Let me go ahead and shout you out. You are playing Slice and Dice. Ooh, that's a game that I've never heard of before. But how's your stream? Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the raid. Let me go ahead and... I'm not hurt. I hope we're having a wonderful time. Where is the bunny? Was it Pink Bunny? It was brown, wasn't it? Let me go and do this. Brown bunny ear. There it is. Basically, dungeon crawler plus... Whoa, I can't say anything correctly. Dungeon crawler plus dice and extreme randomness. Okay. Was it like a text-based game? I gotta flip this image. Okay. Bunny boy in a tie. Dang, hit the jackpot. I guess that's me. I've hit a new niche. There you go. I'm a bunny rabbit. What's the name of that bunny, the rabbit woman in My Hero Academia? Mirko. Yeah. I'm Mirko now. There you go. Hope you enjoy the bunny ears. Let's go back here. Gotta switch out my screen. There you go. Lots of words and dice, just like D&D. Oh, okay. Got it. To welcome you, of course. Oh, and thank you for the hydrate redeem and the unbend that sign. Thank you. I was just about to stretch. Okay, let me actually stand up and stretch now. Oh my goodness. My joints are always in need of a bunch of stretching. I need to roll out my back after this. I gotta remember to do that. Get some good water in ya. Alright, let's keep going. Speaking of which, where's Mitsuru Yukari? She's upstairs. As diligent as always, although it doesn't hurt to come down and say hello. Do you have any other question? The other night, I saw Yukari's gun. You saw something strange? Like what? You were probably just tired. I wouldn't worry about it. That's sus. That's sus. You're behind this, aren't you? I know you're behind it. Something doesn't seem right. Do you have any other questions? No, I'm good. Then I hope you have a successful school year. Now, if you'll excuse me. Oh, only unfortunately, only mods can start at the battle royale, but I will go ahead and do that for you. There you go. Good luck. May the massacre begin. You must be tired from all the excitement. You should go to bed early. Battle what now? Oh, there you go. Who's gonna win? Is it gonna be Light Yagami? Is it gonna be Zoro? Is it gonna be Nico Robin, Cloud, or Piccolo? Or Lissa? Where am I? Oh, there you go. I'm the Prinny. As they say, the early bird catches the bookworm. Please forgive the bad pun. You'll get used to his lame jokes. You should rest up for the day. You decided to return to your room and sleep. Dead already. Who's winning? It's either me or Ezra, and I'm about to lose, aren't I? Not unless I get... Okay, no, I'm dead. Dang it. Later in a certain room in the dormitory. Well, congratulations. GG. Working hard. I knew it. You are sus, aren't you? So, how's he doing? He went to bed a little while ago. He's asleep now. Mr. Chairman, do you think he's the protagonist? Well, let's wait and see for now. 3 sword style, 3 times as good. Santorier. The dark hour is approaching. The dark hour. Is that the name of the phenomenon with the huge moon and a bunch of coffins? Meanwhile, in the back alley of Tatsumi Port Island. This sucks. Upbeat music is playing from the radio that the man threw away. KG Radio presents The Bay Tuners. Wait.
Tune in again next week for more of the hits.
この番組は
この番組はご覧スポンサーの提供でお送りします。This program is brought to you by Kirijo Electronics. Kirijo Electronics, always there when you need them.
0時です。
The time is now midnight.
Midnight? What's the significance of midnight? Oh, that's the same thing that happened last time, right? So okay. Dark hour. Okay, so this is dark hour. Got it. Huh? What the? What's happening to me? Oh, what the fuck? What is happening to you? Back at a certain room in the dormitory. He's still sleeping. The dark hour occurs every day at midnight, so you could say it's a hidden hour. Apathy time? What does that mean? During this time, an ordinary person transmogrifies into a coffin and is oblivious to all that occurs.
じゃあ彼は
Then he must be. As you could see, he's retained his human form. Okay, I thought you were sus, but I guess you're all together. I mean, that doesn't strike you out as not being suspicious. He's asleep, but he's definitely experiencing the dark hour. The only question that remains is whether or not he has the potential. Although he must. If he didn't, they would have preyed on him by now.
餌食ってさ
Scary. In any case, we should continue to monitor him for a few more days.
はい
Yes, sir.
隠れてこんなこ
I
として
feel kind of
ちょっ
bad
と気が
though,
引けます
spying
よ
on him like this. Just sleeping away. Master Joshua Kujo. That's me. I'm Joshua Kujo. Oh, do we get to meet? Do we go to the Velvet Room now? I know what the Velvet Room is. I hope isn't the Velvet Room music always the same? It is! Yay! I love this music.
ようこそベルベットルームへ。
Wait. What kind of voice does he have in English? It's like, welcome to the Velvet Room. Something like that, right? My name is Igor. I am delighted to make your acquaintance.
こちらはエリザベス。同じくここの住人だ。
This is Elizabeth. She's a resident here like myself.
エリザベスでございます
Pleased to meet you.
ここ
This
は
place exists between dream and reality, mind and matter.
ここは
Only those who have signed the contract can enter this place.
のみが訪れる部屋。
The paper you signed at the dorm is lying before Igor.
今から
Henceforth, you shall be welcome here in the Velvet Room. You are destined to hone your unique ability, and you will require my help to do so. Big nose. Big nose. That's a suspiciously good Igor voice. Oh, thank you. I only ask one thing in return. That you abide by the contract and assume responsibility for the choices you make. What? What responsibility? I don't understand. That is fine for now. Hold on to this. Obtain the velvet key. Till we meet again. Okay, so we got a velvet key. And we meet Igor for the first time. I know who Igor is because he shows up in all the other Persona games. Was Igor in the first two Persona games? I've never played the first two. I've seen some footage of it. It kind of looks like Etrian Odyssey. Or maybe Etrian Odyssey looks like Persona. You felt like you had a strange dream. It's time to go to school. Yo, man, I'm so sleepy today. In times like these, it's best to sleep during class. You ever notice how sometimes taking a nap in class makes you feel more refreshed than sleeping at home? I've slept in class before. I slept in class when I was in the front of the class. But I was a good student, so I guess I was never in trouble for that. But every now and then I just knock out. It was math class. Who cares about math? Right? You go from dead to being completely full of energy again. It's a great feeling. Then again, I'm not listening to the lecture, so I'm screwed later. Oh, but we have classic literature today. That means we're stuck with Mr. Nasty Old Ekoda. Who's that? Who Ekoda? Oh, that guy. I'm Mr. Ekoda. I'll be teaching you classic literature. I'll be teaching you about good old Japan all year. Some people say classic lit isn't relevant to everyday life, but oh how they're wrong. I say that classic lit is pretty lit, yo. Never mind. You feel tired? Close your eyes for a few minutes? Oh no, do I? I don't want to do that, do I? I want to pay attention. I should probably pay attention. Hey, are you all listening to me? Wake up, children. Now open your textbooks. First on our syllabus is Ise Monogatari, the origin of Japanese literature. Am I going to be the top student? Who knows? I might be. It's a very interesting story. You youngsters might... Oh wow, he actually does it. He actually does it. You youngsters might call it the bomb. I will sleep. Thank you for the lurk. Have yourselves a wonderful night. I can tell you people are zoning out, you little zoomers. Wait. This is 1999. Are they zoomers? No, I don't know what year is it in this game. I mean, they still have flip phones, so it's still pretty early. You stayed up and listened to the lecture. Your academics has increased. Something doesn't seem right about him? You decided to go home with Junpei. I like how we just make friends with the first person we meet. Polonia Mall. Whenever I hang out with the guys from school, we usually end up here. There's a karaoke box, an arcade. Arcade, did I just say arcade? An arcade. And oh, this is where you come to rent out CDs. Oh wow. It really is old. Then there's that club over there. But of course, I've never seen the inside. The station is bustling with students on their way home. Oh, I like that song. I think I've heard that song before. I may have heard it when I watched on YouTube. It was like a live show of Persona songs featuring Lin, the main singer in Persona 5. And then there were the songs for the singers for Persona 3 and 4 as well. I think I may have heard that song there. Welcome back. The moon's beautiful tonight. Hey, I know that phrase in Japanese when you say the moon is beautiful tonight, or well, wow, I can't speak. Tsuki ga kirei, which means the moon is beautiful. Tsuki ga kirei. It's another way to say I love you. Oh, thank you, Mitsuru. This is my first time meeting you, so I'm flattered. Might be nice to read a book by moonlight once in a while. Save. We still haven't gotten to any action yet. Every day I am 2 seconds away from just having Persona 3 playing on my streams. I mean, why not? Listen to what you want. Or you could do that thing where you, you know, like, put the like YouTube audio or Spotify audio into a different channel so that you can hear it, but not the viewers. It's coming? Okay. Sounds like we're near the action part. There used to be a dorm mother here to do stuff like cooking, but there's just us students here now. It'd be great to have someone like that doing stuff for us, don't you think? What? You don't know how to cook? I know how to cook. I am decent at cooking. If what you want me to cook is soup, then I'm a good cook. I mean, I'm not a good cook, and Mitsuru-senpai just doesn't do things like that. Yeah, she doesn't seem like the type. She seems rich. It's like a treasure vault full of money we can't spend. That's right, I'm an amazing cook. These network computers were installed when the when the Doom was built dorm. Their main purpose is to send the school reports about daily life here in the dorm. What? You're just writing down what we're doing? You turn on the television. Hi, I'm Trish with today's installment of Who's Who. Oh, excuse me if you heard that. Today's subject is a very dependable looking 20-year-old woman. Her sister is a camera woman, and I've heard she got her camera from her master. I'm super tempted to make a lot of voice line from this game as like alerts and stuff. I've seen people do that. I know there's like a line that goes like, I've been waiting for this. So you can, yeah, I have voice lines. Actually, it's just one voice line. Moshimash. That's just Shinobu from Demon Slayer. I couldn't hear it in my headphones. I don't know why. Something going on with my Go XLR. I don't know what's happening to it, but I'll figure it out. It's still relatively new, so I don't know everything about it. Next is news. Pain, go away. Am I just supposed to go to my room again? I guess, huh? Okay, well, yeah, nothing else to do. Maybe we could check up on Akihiko? There doesn't seem to be anyone inside. Okay, well. It's pretty straightforward until the stuff happens. And the stuff is about to happen, apparently. You feel tired, you should get some rest. Look into the mirror. I can't do anything there. You won't let me do anything. Except go to sleep. Okay, so we're about to enter the dark hour. So it happens every night at 12 o'clock. Now they say dark hour. Does it only last for an hour? At a certain room in the dormitory. How is he? The same as last night. Very interesting. Even those who have the potential tend to be unstable at first. Memory loss, disorientation. But this subject is rather unique. He hasn't exhibited any of the common symptoms. But we're treating him like a guinea pig. I understand your concern, but it's imperative that we recruit new members. The dark hour is an hour between midnight and 1, known as the 13th hour or the dark hour. Oh, okay. So it's like separate from time, and it lasts for an hour, but it doesn't like equate to an hour in real life. It's like its own space. I heard he's your classmate. Wouldn't you be more comfortable working with someone from the same grade? Yeah, I guess, but still. An emergency call from outside rang through the room. Command room. Is that you, Akihiko? You're not gonna believe this. This thing is huge. Unfortunately, I don't have time to talk. It's chasing me. I wanted to let you guys know. I'm almost there. Does that mean he's bringing that thing here? Mr. Chairman, let's suspend our observation for now. We'll prepare for battle. Right. Be careful. Oh, is it happening? Is this where it happens? Do we get to gun ourselves? Akihiko. I'm alright. Get ready to be surprised. It'll be here any second. There's no time to joke around. It's one of them, Akihiko? Yes, but not an ordinary one. What the? Gotta be kidding me. Mr. Chairman, please head for the command room. Takeba, go upstairs and wake him up, then escape out the back. But what about you two? We'll stop it here. You led it to us, Akihiko, so I'm afraid you'll have to fight. Like I had a choice. What are you waiting for, Yukari? Go! I'm going. Your room. You were woken by a loud noise. You decide to go take a look. Oh, we're awake. Usually we sleep through this hour. Do nothing. We're just gonna stay in our room. I mean, we're gonna have to go take a look. Bang, bang, bang. Wake up! Sorry, I'm coming in. I don't have time to explain. We have to get out of here now. Okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's go. Hurry downstairs. We'll leave through the back door. Wait. Take this, just in case. Handed you a short sword? Okay, she was just carrying a sword with her. Okay, let's go. Dormitory, first floor at the rear entrance. Alright, we should be safe now. Takeba, do you read me? Yes, I hear you. Be careful, there's more than one enemy. The one we're fighting isn't the one Akihiko saw. What? Let's pull back. Second floor. What was that? It's getting closer. Keep moving, hurry. What's chasing us? What's the What's usually the first enemy in Persona? It's not the jack-o'-lantern, is it? Or it's the fairy? Door's locked. I think we're safe for now. Unless it's a special monster. Oh, yep. Okay, well. Oh, dang. That is that's an Elden Ring boss right there. Are you kidding me? It climbed up the wall? There, on the roof. Gigantic shadow. Just what is it we're dealing with? Let's go, Mitsuru. Wait. That's the thing that attacked this place. We call them shadows. Oh, yeah. Fight. I can summon mine. No problem. We're gonna summon our personas now? Oh, ouch. She's knocked out. And now we're gonna do it, huh? But how did he know that? How does he know that he has to put his gun to his head? No one told him that. He's just doing it. Persona. Ooh, there it is. I am thou. Thou art I. Ooh, whoa, it evolved. Whoa. It's just messing him up. I feel like I've seen that Persona as a DLC in Persona 5. I forgot the name of it though. What on earth was that? Surprise anime noise. Oh, it reverted back. Does my Persona have the same like hair and face as me? Sudden swell of power has subsided. Orpheus, okay, this is Orpheus. Regained its original form. You've obtained a new persona. Nice. Is it over? Uh-huh. It's still moving. A piece of the shadow is heading for Yukari. No! Get away from me! You have to save her. Oh, we get to fight now. Wait, we're gonna have to listen to it for a bit. Da 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 da. Face reality. I only know a few. I only know a little bit of the song. All right. Seize the moment, destroy the nation. Get on the ride, what? All over. Moment of truth, there ain't no truth. You're the only one world, one love, but the battle goes on. Shadows of mass destruction. Ooh yeah. Da 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 da. Baby, baby. Da 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 da. Baby, baby. Ooh yeah. Da 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 da. Baby, baby. Okay. Okay, that's enough of that. What kind of skill we have? We got bash, and we just got attack. We're just gonna attack for now. Baby, baby, baby. Down. Da 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 da. I'm going to guess that when I did that, it was not synced up to the audio in the game. I don't know if I was late, if my audio was late, or if it was early. You felt a surge of energy inside that recent battle. Level up. Hey, your hit points and spirit points have increased. Nice. You are now able to create personas up to level 3. Something inside you has changed. We get a new skill. Orpheus is leveled up. Magic is increased by 1. Agility is increased by 2. And we get Agi, which is, I believe, is fire. Agi. 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 I don't remember how they pronounce it. Might be Agi in English. The monsters disappeared. It seems Yukari is safe too. You feel exhausted. You're losing consciousness. Are we gonna go to Igor now? You okay? Come on. Please. Can you hear me? Answer me. Huh. Hey, there he is. This is the Velvet Room, was it? It's so nice to see you again. You became unconscious after awakening to your power. I see that it was Orpheus that heeded your calling. That power is called a persona. It is a manifestation of your psyche. My psyche? I don't understand. Persona? The name of the game, Persona? A persona is a facet of your personality that surfaces as you react to external stimuli. You can think of it as a mask that protects you as you brave many hardships. A mask? I don't get it. A mask? What do you mean a mask? When you use your persona ability, you must channel your inner strength. The ability evolves as you develop your social links, your emotional ties with others. The stronger your social links, the more powerful your persona ability. Please remember that. Now then, time marches on in your world. I shouldn't keep you here any longer. Next time we meet, you will come here of your own accord. Until then, farewell. Please make friends, you hickey nerd. What? I can make friends, I think. You don't have to remind me. Your head is getting clear. Did I sleep for a week? Is that what happened? You could see a white ceiling. I can only make friends in this game. Persona allows me things that I was never able to accomplish in real life. You wonder how long you've been asleep. You feel someone's presence beside you. You're awake. How do you feel? Where am I? Why are you here? Where am I? Thank goodness. You finally came to. Oh yeah, this is Tatsumi Memorial Hospital. It's just a short walk from the station. The doctor couldn't find anything wrong with you. He said you were just exhausted. I'm sorry I couldn't do anything. But your power, it was amazing. What were those things? What did I do? Seriously, what did I do? The power you used, we call it persona. And those creatures you defeated are shadows, our enemy. We'll explain everything later. I'm sorry I didn't tell you before. I wanted to tell you that I'm sorta like you. You're sorta like me. You like me? I'm kidding. Why are you telling me this? What do you mean? My dad died in an accident when My dad died in an accident when I was little. And my mom and I aren't exactly on good terms. You're all alone too, right? You're an absolute neat. You have no one in your life. Just like me. To be honest, I already know about your past. It didn't seem fair, so I wanted you to know about mine. It was back in '99. There was a big explosion in the area. Supposedly my dad died in the blast, but nobody really knows what happened. God damn you, Kari, you didn't have to say it like that. You're a neat. You're a hikikomori. You have no friends. You have no maidens. He was working in a lab run by the Kirijo group. Kirijo? That's the family of Mitsuru. Oh. I hope there's not bad blood between them. So I'm hoping that if I stick around long enough, I'll find out something. So I'm going to get Kokan High. And why I was there when this happened to you. Of course, I panicked and wasn't much help. It was my first time fighting them too. I'm sorry. You wouldn't have had to go through all this if I wasn't such a coward. It's not your fault. I was scared too. Yeah. My character's first instinct when having to fight them, because there's no reason that he knew that he had to put the gun to his head and pull the trigger. He didn't know that. His first instinct when he saw the gun was to shoot himself. He had no reason to believe that he would gain powers by doing that. He just did it. Really, but still. And here I am telling you all this the minute you wake up. While I was waiting, I thought to myself, I've been hiding so many things from him. As soon as he wakes up, I'll tell him the truth. Face up, hold up, I wake up to the truth of my life. So thanks for listening. I've been wanting to share that story with someone for a long time. Alright, I'm gonna get going. I'll let the others know you woke up. Bye. You know, the old Persona art style kinda it was a bit jarring to look at first, but I'm getting used to it. It's like I'm so used to the art style of like Persona 5. I forgot how Persona 3 and 4 looked like. It was a bit jarring at first, but like, it's pretty good. I'm cool with it now. Yo, long time no see. What's up? Did you have an upset stomach or something? Anyways, I got something to tell ya. You failed your test. You're gonna get held back. You're full of energy. Dude, I'm just fine. Forget the old Junpei. This is the real me. You should cheer up too. After all, you got me for a friend. Geez, someone's full of energy today. I could hear you from all the way over there. Huh? You two came separately today even though... Oh, wait. You two came separately today even though you guys are in the same dorm? We're all tired of hearing you talk about all that. I just added a word there. It's fine. Yasha-kun. Oh, that's so awkward to say. Joshua, are you feeling better? I'm gonna omit the honorifics. And the reason it hurts me so badly is because I was a huge weeb when I was in middle school, high school, that I wrote fan fiction, okay? I'm okay with admitting that I wrote fan fiction. And in that fan fiction, I used the honorifics. It just hurts me now. I deleted everything. I deleted every piece of work that I ever did because I never wanted to read it ever again. Sorry to hit you with this first thing in the morning. But Ikutsuki, wow, that actually is a bit difficult to say. Ikutsuki wanted to talk to you today. Come to the 4th floor of the dorm after school, okay? Don't forget. Fanfiction reading stream when you can't make me. Please, I can't do that ever again. Also, Gomi, welcome to the stream. Thanks for stopping by. That's enough about mammoths. I don't see the big deal. They're just huge elephants. Joshua writes fanfiction live on stream. Oh my god. I don't think I have the skill to write. I was like into books when I was younger, and that was the reason why I wrote fanfiction, but I haven't even read a single book in such a long time that I don't remember any writing techniques. And that wraps it up for the Stone Age. I think I'm tired of lessons about stones. I'd rather talk about the Sengoku era. Did I just say era? Japanese history is not that exciting until then. Though I'm paid to do this, so I gotta. It's tough being an adult. Did history class go through this? No, yeah, it did. Wait, did they? The Stone Age? Did they talk about that? I don't remember. Next is the Jomon period. When did the samurai get in their day in the sun? I want to talk about samurai. While you guys were studying for your test, I studied the blade. I'll just ask a question at random and call it a day. Hey Junpei. Do they always pick on Junpei? When was the style of houses in the Jomon period? What? How the hell would I know that? Okay, how am I supposed to know about something way back then? Quick, Joshua, what the hell? I almost said, what the fuck is he talking about? It's like, they wouldn't put that there. Not yet. Joshua, what the fuck is he talking about? Mud huts. Elevated houses. Caves. Mud huts? Elevated house? Modernized Persona language. That's Ryuji right there. I want to say it's elevated houses, because mud huts seem too long ago. Elevated houses are a bit... He didn't say it, though. How am I supposed to know the answer? Where's the feature that's in Persona 5 where if I press a button, everyone has, like... They say the answer that everyone else chose. I'm gonna say elevated houses. It's no use teaching you guys if you're going to get the simplest... Okay, I got it wrong. Damn it. Well, it'll all be fine once you hit the age of katanas. Oh, that's all I get for a wrong answer? He really doesn't care. The answer you gave was wrong. Fuck. Oh well. Class is ended for today. There seems to be something important going on at the dorm. You decide to go back early. Let me hang out in the classroom for a bit. Just a little bit. There's no one in the lounge. You were told to go to the 4th floor. You may now create quick save data on the command. Oh, cool. To continue playing from a quick save, select continue from the title screen. The layout and progress of the current floor will be reset, and you will start at the beginning of the floor. Huh? Sign in sheet. Let's save real quick. What time is it? Oh, it's 10:40. Wow. Time flies, doesn't it? What? Yeah. Gotta go all the way up. Oh, cool. It takes me there. I didn't want to have to just go one floor at a time. A room on the 4th floor. Yukari, Mitsuru. Mitsuru. Is it Mitsuru or Mitsuru? I think it's just Mitsuru. The chairman, an unfamiliar male student are sitting here. Ah, there you are. I'm glad you're okay. The reason I asked you here is because I needed to talk to you. Please, have a seat. Oh, before that, I believe I mentioned him earlier, but this is Akihiko. How you doing? Okay, let me start off by asking you this. Would you believe me if I said that a day consists of more than 24 hours? No. The fuck you talking about, old man? I'm not surprised by your reaction. However, you've already experienced this truth firsthand. You remember the night you came here? You had to have noticed the signs. Streetlights went out, nothing was working, there were coffins everywhere. Didn't it feel like you were in a different time? That's the dark hour, a time period hidden between one day and the next. Between? It occurs each night as the clock strikes 12. It'll happen tonight, and every night to come. Normal people don't realize it since they're all sleeping inside their coffins. But that's not what makes the dark hour so interesting. You saw those creatures. We call them shadows. They only appear during the dark hour and attack anyone not in a coffin. It's our job to defeat them. Sounds exciting, huh? Akihiko, why are you always like that? You just got hurt the other day. Now, he does his work well. Long story short, we're the Specialized Extracurricular Execution Squad. S.E.E.S for short, aka the Suicide Squad. Akihiko gives not a single fuck. He seems like he's always up to fight. Like fighting is his life. He's the warrior trope whose whole purpose is to just fight the strongest person. On paper, we're classified as a school club, but in reality, this group is dedicated to defeating the shadows. Mitsuru is the leader. I'm the club advisor. A shadow feeds on the mind of its prey. The victim becomes a living corpse. They're responsible for most of the incidents on the news, if not all of them. How do you fight them? What about the police? The police can't do shit. Although rare, there are those who can function. I almost said function. Oh no, my brain's going somewhere. Although rare, there are some who can function during the dark hour. Some may even awaken to a power that enables them to fight the shadows. Persona. The power you used the other night. The shadows can only be defeated by Persona users, which means it's all up to you guys. I see. So? Who cares? I'm kidding. Mitsuru opens the case on the table. A silver gun gleams uncannily from inside. What he's trying to say is, we want you to join us. We prepared an invoker for you. We'd like you to lend us your strength. Okay, so it's called an evoker. The gun? The gun is called an evoker? I'm not sure I'm ready. Like, let's do it. No questions asked. Let's do it. Definitely not for tax evasion. Exactly.
よかった。
I was afraid you'd say no.
ちょっと心強い
Welcome aboard.
いや感謝するよ
Thank you so much. I'm really glad.
ああそうそう
Oh, I almost
君の寮
forgot.
の割り当てだ
About your room assignment.
このまま
Why don't you
今の
just
部屋
stay
に住ん
here
で
in
も
your
らう
current room?
偶然伸
I
び
don't know what the holdup is, but I guess it worked out in the end.
偶然伸び伸びってあ
Hold
れ
up.
は
But wasn't that?
調子いい
Never mind. You joined S.E.E.S to fight the shadows. Hmm? A voice rings in your head. Is this the I am thou, thou art I? Do they say that in this game? Something doesn't seem right. Oh, there it is. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou hast established a new bond. Thou, oh, come on, I couldn't read that fast. Shit. You have established the S.E.E.S social link of the Fool Arcana. Haha, you're a jester. You absolute fool. You ignoramus. You absolute buffoon. You may earn an experience bonus when fusing personas of the Fool Arcana. I don't remember there being personas of the Fool Arcana. Were there? I don't even remember there being Fool Arcana personas other than, I mean, I guess the protagonist personas are Fool? Or maybe there are Fool Arcana personas in this game. You feel your inner strength growing. I don't know anything about tarot cards. You recall what Igor said about the power of social links. I am thou. Thou art I. The intensity of social links strengthens. Wow, I cannot read. Strengthens the power of the personas. Social links, are these the bonds you form with people you meet? You are still tired from your hospital stay. You decided to return to your room. My man's is living my life, sleeping all day, every day. That's the life I want. I don't want to work anymore. Just give me money and let me live in my room, please. As you were dozing off, you felt someone's presence. Oh, I thought we were back in Igor's place. Oh, it's you! Hi, how are you? How the hell did you get in here? I locked my door. I made sure to lock my door. I'm almost. I'm always with you. Soon the end will come. I remembered, so I thought I should tell you. The end. I don't care. I don't care. Really? If we say so. To be honest, I can't tell you much about it yet. Oh, looks like you've awakened to your power. And an unusual power it is. Power that takes many forms yet is bound by none. It may prove to be your salvation depending on where you end up. Do you remember when we first met? I expect you to honor your commitment. I'll be watching you, even if you forget about me. Okay then. See you later. Who the hell are you? Are you me? Am I thou? Are thou art I? The boy disappeared. Oh wait, shit, it was 4:20 that whole day. What? I didn't even notice it. Morning, thanks about yesterday. Akihiko senpai's, okay, I can say senpai without cringing. If I have to say kun, san, chan, or any variation of that, it feels awkward in my mouth, but saying something like Akihiko senpai, it rolls off the tongue better. Akihiko senpai is injured too, and I was really uneasy about working alone with Mitsuru senpai. Leave it to me. Injury? You mean that little bandage he always has on his head? Yeah, Akihiko-senpai was attacked by a shadow on the day that you collapsed too. He said that he injured his ribs a little. Ribs. I could go for some ribs. I can go for a rib sandwich. I made, like, during the end of my diet, I made a bunch of pulled pork. And then I froze all of it. And then afterwards, I used all of it to make pulled pork sandwiches. That was amazing. Never get tired of it. Yukari began talking to you in class. Let me actually... Let me do some method acting. Okay, I can't yawn. I tried yawning. Wait, let me try again. It didn't work. I can't yawn on command. Oh well, whatever. I thought I was gonna fall asleep here in there. Can I have a minute? Come to the lounge when you get back to the dorm. I have something to tell everyone. I'll save the details for later. See you there. Is she's an upperclassman, right? She's like older than me. Meet to the left. That's it? He was certainly direct. She's probably busy with things like student council, unlike us. Ah, she's a student council. Is she the student council president? You ever notice how in anime the student council has more seems to have more power than the government? I'm kidding. Sometimes. Well, I'm specifically talking about Kill la Kill. The student council president, Satsuki Kiryuin, had more power than the government. Whoa, Yuka. I can't say that. Yuka. Do I sense some hostility? Seems that Junpei was listening too. Well, it's not like I don't like her. She's just a bitch. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Student is school. Whoa, I said student is school is a different work than on the outside. Different world. Wow. I can't read. Class is ended for today. There seems to be something important going on at the dorm. Man, this is the consequence of me stop reading books. Because I stopped reading books, I can no longer speak. You decided to go back early. I'm sure Mitsuru is an upstanding young woman. I have not experienced her social link yet, so I can't say anything. Dormitory 4th room, command room. Mitsuru and Akihiko are already here. Welcome back. We were waiting for you. There's someone I want to introduce. Huh? Hey, hurry up. Who is it? Hold your horses. Hey, is that Junpei? I heard his voice. Is that Junpei? Hey, it's my boy. It's my mans. It's my bro. What's up? Junpei? Why are you here? This is Junpei Yori from class 2F. He'll be staying here as of today. Stay here? Ah, you gotta be kidding me. I bumped into him the other night. He has the potential, but he just awakened to it recently. I told him about us and he agreed to help. You have the potential. For real? Majide? For real? You found me crying like a baby at the convenience store surrounded by a bunch of coffins. I don't remember much, but man, that's embarrassing. You said that's, you know, completely normal in the beginning. Like being confused and not remembering anything? Did you guys know that? Oh yeah, I knew it. Uh-huh. Nope. Didn't happen to me. Yeah, actually, yeah, it didn't happen to me. I mean, I guess I was confused, but it wasn't like I was hysteric or anything. Big deal. It happens to everyone else. But man, I was shocked to find out about you guys. I had no idea. I'm glad I'm not the only one. Could get kinda lonely, you know? Yeah, we all just happen to be in the same class. We're all in the same class, right? I bet you're stoked too, right? Having me join?
え
Huh?
まあね
Yeah. Junpei has joined S.E.E.S.
そういうわけだ。
Well, enough of the introductions.
よし。
I think we're about ready.
整ってきた。よし。
Okay,
全員来たよ。
everyone's here.
ちょっと聞いてほしい。
I'd like your undivided attention.
我々の
For a long
様子で
time,
パーソナ使いは
Mitsuru and Akihiko were the only persona users we had,
二人だけだった。
but that number recently
最近
jumped to
担当教
5.
師に仲間が増えて、
Therefore,
そこでだ。今夜0時
starting tonight at 12 a.m.,
タルタルスの
I'd like to commence the
探索を始めよう。
exploration of Tartarus. Oh shit, are we about to go into the
なんすかそれ。
Tartarus? What's that? Sounds like toothpaste.
タル
Oh,
タ
tartar.
ルスよ
I get
やっ
it.
べあれマジ見たことないの
You haven't seen it, Junpei? Your summer home? Hmm?
見てなくても不思議はないさ。
It's no surprise.
何せ
It only appears during the
影
dark
時間の
hour.
中だけに影時間の
Dark hour?
シャドウと
Just like the
同じ
shadows. Interesting, huh?
それに
And it's the perfect place for us to train.
受付の場所だ。あそこは
You can think of it as a shadow's nest.
お
Oh,
シャドウ
their
の巣っすか
nest, huh?
っていうか
But
先輩
senpai,
その体で
what
行くん
about
で
your
すか
injury?
秋彦は怪我
Because
がない
Akihiko hasn't
どこは
fully
そこへ
recovered yet.
探索
It'll
は
only
無理
come as far as the entrance.
わかってる。
Yeah, I know.
先輩の分は
Relax,
俺が
I got
バッ
your
チリカバー
backs.
しますって。
なんか
I'm not so sure about this.
理事長はどうされ
What about you, Mr. Chairman?
僕はここに
I'll
残る。
stay here.
どうせほら、
As you know, I can't summon a persona. You're the main antagonist, aren't you? Something about you just screams main antagonist. If I'm right, don't tell me. If I'm wrong, also don't tell me. Get Kokan High School. Something doesn't seem right. You can't keep saying that. I'm gonna get suspicious.
はここ
This is it? This is the place?
どう
Why
いうことっす
here?
かここって見てればわかる。
Just wait a few minutes.
ほら、0時になるぞ
It's。almost midnight. Here you go, 12 o'clock. Dong. We're about to go to Tartarus for the first time. Which I'm assuming is that tower from the save screen? Oh yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, yeah. So if I remember correctly, the dungeons in Persona 3 and 4, they're like kind of randomly generated. Like they're not always the same. But there's like the same amount of rooms, but they're never arranged the same. This is Tartarus, the labyrinth that reveals itself during the dark hour.
迷宮って。
Labyrinth?
なんなんだ
What
よ
are you
それ。
talking about?
俺らの学校
It's what happened to our school.
影時間が
Once the
明ければ
dark hour passes,
また元の地
everything
形に
returns to normal.
こんな
Is the nest you were talking about?
シャドウの巣っててかお
But
かしいぞ
why?
なんだってうち
Why'd
の
our
学校
school
の中
turn
で
into
こ
a
んな
giant tower?
先輩たちにも
You don't know
わ
either?
からないんすか。
あ
No.
きっといろいろあるんでしょう事情が
Oh, I thought I heard my door open. I'm sure it's complicated.
わからなきゃ調べればいい。
Well, maybe now we'll find out.
ここを本格的に探索する
Mitsuru
の
and
は
I
俺
have
や
only gone
水
in
野
to take a
今夜
peek.
が初めてだ。
This will be our first time exploring it.
ワクワクするだろ
Exciting, isn't it?
う。どう見たってここ
There
には
has to be
絶対
some
何か
sort of clue in here about the dark hour.
鍵になるもん。
秋彦
Akihiko,
意気込むのは勝
I
手だが
I respect your enthusiasm, but you won't be accompanying us. Well, wow. But you won't be accompanying us today. I know.
何度も
You don't have to
言うな
remind me. So this is Tartarus. You decide to enter the tower. I mean, when you hear Tartarus, I mean, like in Greek mythology, isn't that like the deepest part of Hades or something? Oh, that's what I was hearing. I thought I was hearing my door open, but I think what I actually heard was the yeah, that noise, that clock ticking noise. Whoa. It's just as cool on the inside.
でもやっぱ気にな
But
る
it sure is creepy.
ここはまだ
This is only the entrance.
迷宮は
The labyrinth lies beyond the doorway at the top of the stairs.
まずは慣れてもらう。
First, we'll have you three get a feel for this place.
今日の探索は
Why don't you go and have a look around?
え、新人
What?
だけでです
By
か？
yourselves?
深入りさせるつもりは
We're
ない
not asking you to go very far.
それに
And I'll be feeding you information from here.
私がここから
それとな、現場での
We're also going to appoint a leader to make any necessary decisions.
リーダー？
For real?
それ
One of us?
つまり探検隊の隊長？はい。
Oh,
はい
me. Pick me. No. Me.
お前がやれ。
I'm the player character. I'm the one in charge. Imagine a video game where you're not even the leader. Someone else is the main character. you're literally playing as the side character. Joshua, you're in charge.
なんですか？こいつ隊長っぽい
Wait,
ない。
why him? He doesn't look like a leader. I got a hat. Look at my hat.
あのね、彼は
But he
もう
has
実践
fought
経験
them
者なの。
before.
え？
Seriously?
マジ？確かにそれもあるが
That's true.
選んだ
But there's another reason. You two
ペルソナの召喚
can you summon your persona without any difficulties like he can?
もちろん
Yeah,
バッチリ決
Of
めろって
course I can.
私も
I
大丈夫。
think so.
相手はシャドウだ。
There are shadows we're talking about here. Oh, these are shadows we're talking about here. Without your persona, you're screwed.
はい。
I'm aware of that. Best leader. Me, best leader.
よし、行ってこい。
Alright,
準備はいい
let's
か？
head
リ
inside.
ーダー
Are you ready, Joshua? I'm ready.
頼もしいな。
That's the spirit. You decide to go through the entrance. A strange door is sitting in the corner of the lobby.
どうしたの？
What's the matter? Oh, isn't that the velvet room door? Yeah, the velvet key in your hand is shining. The key fit into the door's keyhole, as if it was being sucked in. So when the protagonists visit the velvet room,
お待ちしております。
what does it look like on the outside? Are they just standing there? I've been waiting for you. The time has come for you to wield your power. The tower that you are about to venture into, how did it come to be? For what purpose does it exist? Regrettably, you are not yet capable of answering these questions. That is why you must be made aware of the nature of your power. The nature of my power? About that door. I don't want to know. The nature of my power? Your power is unique. It's like the number 0. It's empty, but at the same time it holds infinite possibilities. You are able to possess multiple personas and summon them as you need. As needed. Whoops. And when you have defeated your enemies, you will see the faces of possibility before you. It is called the level up screen. There may be times when they are difficult to grasp, but do not fear. Seize what you have earned. Your power will grow accordingly. Be sure to keep that in mind. My spare time will soon be scarce. But please come again of your own accord. I'll tell you then about my true role, the manner in which I can best assist you. Until then, farewell. Gokigenyo. Hey, are you alright?
どうした
Yeah,
の
what's
わ
up?
け？ぼーっと
You look like a
しちゃってさ
zombie. I opened this door and I don't think they can see the door. Huh?
扉？
What door?
わけわかんない
Man, are you loco? They don't seem to see the door.
夢でも見てた？
Have you been nodding
なん
off?
かぼーっとしてたよ。
You seem kinda out of it. I mean, I was in the hospital for a
が
bit.
リーダーなんだからさ寝ないっしょ
Dude, you're supposed to be our leader. Get your head in the game. Get your head in the game. You gotta get your head in the game.
ついてくからさ。
Come
と
on,
にかく行こう。
let's go. You can check your own status by pressing the command menu button. Also, you can save your progress by accessing the clock to the left of the entrance. Is that a motorcycle? Y'all see that motorcycle? You can also pay money to heal by accessing this clock. This thing? Oh, okay. So what's with the this thing? I keep equipment that helps me search for information in there. Please don't touch it. Okay, fine. I don't want to touch it anyway. So there's the velvet room. This is unknown device. It's some kind of device you've never seen before. Motorcycle important. Got it. It doesn't seem to be functioning right now. Mitsuru, Junpei, Yukari. So this is Tartarus. Alright, let's do this. I'll prove that I should be the one in charge. Don't worry. I won't push you too hard. You'll be just fine. Since Yukari and Junpei have no real experience in battle, make sure you back them up. I have a sword. What kind of weapon does Junpei and Yukari have? Do they have swords? Does everyone just have swords? What are you doing? There's nothing over there. Come on, let's go. Okay, looks like we're going inside then. You ready? Ready. Good luck. Go for the following block. What does that mean? Inside Tartarus. So this is it, huh? If I remember correctly, Junpei uses heavy weapons and Yuka... Oh yeah, she's in the archery club, so I guess it makes sense that she has a bow.
なんかすぐ
I
に
hope I don't
そう
get lost.
3人とも聞こえるか
Can y'all hear me?
お先輩
Whoa, is that you, senpai?
ここからは私
I'll be providing audio backup from here on out.
え
Wait,
中の様
you
子が
mean
わかるんすか
you can see inside here?
私の
It's my persona's ability.
実はこのタルタル
I'd like to join you, but the structure of Tartarus changes from day to day.
私の
That's why outside support is imperative.
外からのサポ
うわますます
Now
お
that
いし
makes
そう
me feel a whole lot better.
ところで今君らのいる
Now,
場所
based on your current location, you can expect to encounter enemies at any minute.
敵のレベルは低い
It shouldn't be too difficult, but proceed with caution.
習うより慣れろ
Practice makes perfect.
Right,
了解です
got it.
たく
Why is she always like that? Let's begin. Keep in mind there are real battles you'll be engaging in. These are real battles you'll be engaging in. Now, see if you can eliminate all the shadows wandering around this floor. Hey, we can move now. What kind of actions do we have? Okay. Let's look at our menus. Do they show their personas? Or not yet? Orpheus. Yeah, we only have Orpheus. Okay. Whip. Short sword, plain shirt. Portable player. Nothing else. Heart choker, silver necklace, imitation katana, practice bow. Okay. He gets a katana. Status. Academics. Oh, there's only 3? There's only 3, what do you call those again? I guess you can call them characteristics or something. I forget what they're called. Social stats? Social stats. Okay. Attack, hit. He's a bow. Bows in games are usually like what? Like high critical rate. Also katanas. Katanas are also high critical rates in games. I don't know if that's the kind of game this is. Social link. Just sees. That's fine. There's only 3. Okay. That makes things simpler, I suppose. Difficulty. Erase data. No. So if I quick save, it automatically puts me in the beginning of the floor. Is that what it said? Any other options? Okay, B does that. Y does defeat all the shadows on the floor. Oh, it just calls Mitsuru. Got it. Is this really inside our school? It'd be funny if where we are now is in front of the classroom. I wonder how much Mitsuru senpai really understands us. And this is medicine. Cool. Any other actions I could take? That just changes the camera. Those don't do anything. Got it. Okay. Watch out. I detect a shadow in front of you. Move in and hit it before it attacks you. Can I do that? How? Press the action button to use your weapon. If you can hit an enemy before it hits you, then you'll have the advantage at the start of battle. How do I do that? A? Cool. Got it. Baby, baby, baby. Takaba has informed me about your power, but nevertheless, you have minimal combat experience. Would you like me to explain the basics of battle? Yeah, sure. The primary offense option available to you in the battle are attack and skill. Attack corresponds to the weapon you have equipped, while skill relates to your persona's abilities. Though skill consumes either stamina or spiritual power, they tend to have a greater effect. Use whichever option best suits the situation. Keep attacking until you defeated the enemy, but pay careful attention to your stamina. That's it for now. Did you get all that? Yeah. Okay then. I want you to defeat the enemy before you. Try using both the skill and attack options. Shadows of mass destruction. Ooh yeah. Da 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 da. Baby baby. Da 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 da. Ooh yeah. Da 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 da. Oh. Oh, I don't control them? I thought I did. Aggie. Persona. Not in this game. Okay, okay, I got it. Snuff Soul. What is Snuff Soul? I think Snuff Soul gives me more like magic, right? Or like it replenishes my... I call it MP. Is that what it's called in this game, MP? SP, that's right, SP. Snuff Soul, SP, right, yeah. There was a cheat code you can do in the base Persona game that let you, but they didn't include that in Portable or Fez. Okay. What? I know, I guess I'm just used to ordering my, you know, guys around so that they don't make stupid ass choices, but I'll have to leave it all to fate. There should be a staircase nearby. Do you see it? Staircase is the only way to proceed to the next floor. I can't allow you to get any higher today, but please remember about it next time. That one, right? Okay. Which reminds me. So like in the classic Persona games 1 and 2, it was more like a first person and you're kind of like just like... Have you ever played Etrian Odyssey where it's kind of like you're making the map of the dungeon yourself? You're going just like one square at a time, something like that. I remember that's what it looks like, which is probably why there's the Persona Q for the, I want to say it was a 3DS, which kind of looked like Etrian Odyssey. There's another shadow ahead of you. You'll be at a disadvantage if the enemy gets the first hit in, so try to surprise your opponent and strike first. I only played Etrian Odyssey like once or twice for the DS. If you're able to strike the enemy before you are spotted, then you will gain the initiative. On the other hand, if the enemy hits you first, the opposite will occur. I got it though. Nope. There you go. Baby, baby, baby. Now's a good time for me to explain about attack properties, which are important to consider during battle. You want to know more? Yes, please. Nearly every type of attack is associated with a particular property. For example, swords can be used to do slash attacks, while bows are used to do pierce attacks. Skills, on the other hand, have different properties. Boofy these nuts, for instance, indicates an ice attack. Now, most enemies are vulnerable to certain types of attacks. In other words, they have weaknesses. A fire skill will deal greater damage to an enemy that's weak against fire. With my power, I can analyze an enemy to determine its weaknesses and strengths. That falls under tactics. Is she the navigator of the game? Is she like the Futaba and Rise? Do you follow? Yes. The enemies you're facing have a weakness that you can exploit. Why don't you give it a try? I'm guessing they're weak against fire. Da 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 da, baby baby. Da 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 da. Yep. Oh, I see chosen type, which gives me one more. And I'm guessing if I knock down this guy, it's gonna be an all-out attack. The enemy is vulnerable. Keep going. And all-out attack. Which back then was just yeah, Fight Cloud, that was it. I do miss the hyper-stylized all-out attacks, but it's fine. Revival beat, nice. I really want to play this again now. Do it, do it, do it. If you have the spare money, go ahead and pick it up on either Steam or Switch. It's fun that I get to experience this. Because again, this was the Persona game that I had least access to. Or like least exposure to as well, so I barely remember anything, if anything. There seems to be a shadow just around the corner. Approach carefully to avoid being spotted. The map will prove to be quite useful as you explore, so use it often. Where? Oh, there you are. Oh shit, there's three of them. Were you able to exploit the enemy's weakness in the last battle? If you didn't already notice, doing so will grant you an additional attack. Would you like more details? Sure. Sure. This is my first one and now I love it. My first one was Persona 5. So and then I played Persona 4 when it came out on Steam. An enemy will lose its balance if you exploit its weakness or land critical hit. This will give you an opportunity to perform an additional action. In other words, you'll get to do one more thing. You can keep attacking the same enemy, or if you prefer, attack a different target. And if you succeed in knocking another enemy off balance, then you can act yet again. Which means you can remain on the offensive for as long as you can keep this up. This strategy is essential to securing victory. However, remember this. An enemy that's already lost its balance cannot be knocked off balance again. You can't knock down someone who's lying on the ground, right? It's the same idea. Now, to knock an enemy off balance, you need to know its weaknesses. So don't hesitate to ask me for an analysis. I'll be sure to share the results with the others as well. Got it? Yep. Then proceed with the battle. Use what you've learned to quickly dispose of the enemy. How much SP do I have? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. I may as well just keep using Aggie. It's only 3, so that's good. We're gonna all-out attack all of them. For now. I mean, this is only the introduction day for the level. I think once we're done with this section, once we get free reign again, we're gonna go ahead and close it out for tonight. You've attacked the enemy's weak point, and all-out attack. Fight Cloud! Shadows of mass destruction! Ooh. Mysterious cards have appeared in your mind. After battle, you will occasionally have the opportunity to select a card from the one shuffled before your eyes. If you pick a card with a persona on it, then you will receive that persona. There are other cards, each of which have a unique effect or reward. Keep an eye out on the card you want and try to pick it. Press the action button when your desired card is directly in front. I mean, I may as well get Pixie, right? Wait, how am I liking Persona 3 so far? I'm liking it. Again, I never got to play this game like at a stage in my life where I understood what I was doing. Ah, fuck. Dang it. Oh, whatever. I'll take it, whatever. Oh, that's Yukari's persona. Nice. Patra. Wait, what's the name of her persona? So far, I'm liking this game. Junpei's persona Hermes has leveled up. Oh, he has Hermes. I'm guessing the personas in this game are related to what's it called? Greek mythology? Orpheus isn't that the god of sleep, right? Orpheus, I want to say. And then Yukari's is, where's her persona? Io. Who's Io? I don't remember who that is. And I was a huge Greek mythology nerd because I read Percy Jackson, and that was it. Wait, I couldn't go further here, right? It was just like a bunch of blockage. Oh no, I could go, and there's a shadow here. How are you feeling? If you or another party member is in bad shape, then use healing items prior to engaging the enemy. If you don't have anything on hand, then ask Takiba to heal you. I don't think we need to heal up. Akihiko. No, not Akihiko. Junpei. How's he doing? He is... Maybe he needs a bit of healing. What kind of items do I have? I got some medicine, but I kind of don't want to use it. I may or may not be the type of JRPG player that saves every item, even at the end stage, because you never know when you might need them. So if I go to skill, Yukari, Dia, and then Junpei. There you go. I'm pretty sure those green herb cards can heal you after battle. Okay. Oh shit, he saw me. Can I still hit them even though? Like if I... Oh shoot, there's 4 of them. There's a better way to defeat all of your enemies in battle than to attack them individually. You could perform an all... Okay, I already know about an all-out attack, so I don't need that. We're gonna all-out attack them again. Fortunately, I don't have... What's it called? There's a suffix for all the magic. It's Deen, like D-Y-E-N, Agadine. And that's the one that can target everyone. But we got to do it one by one for now. Enemy brutal. Moment of truth, there ain't no truth. You're the only one love, but the battle goes on. Shadows of mass destruction. I'm sorry that I keep repeating that, but this song is a bop, so unfortunately you cannot stop. Baby. I can only hope that my voice audio and the game audio are synced up. Otherwise, it's going to be incredibly grating to the ears. Okay, we get 2 personas. Well, I mean, we get 1 persona either way. Huh? Oh, that was one where I could choose left and right, huh? S.E.E.S. You have welcomed S.E.E.S into your heart. Stuff soul. Cool. You're now able to create personas up to level 4. Nice. And Io levels up. I don't see them Are they not able to summon their personas yet? Because I don't see them summoning them, or maybe I haven't noticed. Okay, what else is here? Is it going this way, huh? It's odd. Usually there are more shadows on the prowl. Well, at least you've gained some experience in battle. Let's go back to the dorm for today. There should be an access point somewhere on that floor. You could use it to return to the entrance. Since there aren't any enemies to worry about, why don't you split up and search individually? Just tell the other party members what you'd like them to do. But if they get too far away while you split up, you might not be able to use skills or items on them. Be careful on that. You could split up. Oh. When your party members get too far away, their portrait at the bottom right of the screen will darken and skills and items cannot be used on them. Also, party members may encounter shadows while split up. While they are in battle, you will not be able to change their equipment. Oh. That's cool. You're in charge. What are you waiting for? Issue the order to split up. Okay. So I go here. No, here. Right? Wait, where do I do that? I wasn't paying attention. Shoot. Wait, let me issue the order. Submenu to issue orders. Okay, well. So I go status? Status maybe? Yukari? No. System, skill, persona, equip. How do I issue orders? I must have read past it. Skill. Submenu. This is the submenu, right? Oh, here. Okay, got it. Split up. Priority, defeat shadows, split up. Okay. Junpei went that way. Let's stay here for a bit. See what Junpei finds. You found anything? No? Let's see here. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing else. Alright. Everyone back. Okay, that's a pretty cool feature. I'm guessing I could use that to just like fill up the map a bit. If there's a fork in the road, I can have them split up. Although it might they might encounter some enemies. Here you go. Oh, he found something. Nice. Seems you've returned to the entrance. Welcome back. So, how was it? I don't know about this. I'm exhausted. No problem. I see. Well, if you gain confidence, that's the best thing you could have achieved. Wow. I never knew I had that kind of power. But damn, I'm beat. That's because you were bouncing around like a little kid. You look pretty tired yourself, Yuka. I'm still trying to catch my breath, actually. That's the effect of the dark hour. You'll become fatigued more easily. Don't worry though, you'll adapt. But I'm surprised. You all did much better than I expected. At this rate, I'll catch up to you in no time, Akihiko. We'll see about that. In any event, by combining your powers with your teams, you were able to stand against the shadows. You feel a bond forming between ourselves. Huh? Nani? You feel the power of your heart intensify as if in reaction to the bonds between your friends. I am Dadarai. Ayo, level 2, nice. Full Arcana, good. Just like Yukari and Junpei, you feel tired as well. You decided that it would be best to return to your room and rest. Okay, so we have control again, which means I can save. And now is probably a good time to end it for the night. As I do still have work tomorrow, which means I can't be up too late even though I go to sleep at 12 o'clock every day anyway. 12 a.m. Okay. But that will be it for tonight. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and wrap things up. Go back to the menu. Good, or wrap up. Yep, wrap up. All right. So, as for when I will be streaming next, it unfortunately won't be this weekend, as I will be hanging out with some friends. One of them has invited us to go to I believe it's a Vietnamese New Year's festival. So I'll be going there. And then on Sunday, I will be hanging out with my brother and some friends. We're going to do a in-home Korean barbecue. So that I'm looking forward to that. I'll be off on Monday and Tuesday, so I'll probably be streaming on one of those days. For tomorrow, I will have to rest. And that's pretty much it. Again, I'm still trying to get back into streaming, so right now, I'm just playing. I was playing Slime Rancher the past 2 streams, and then now I'm playing Persona. I'm still going to be playing Twilight Princess. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out my schedule because it has changed a bit. But once I get back into the groove of things, I'll make a dedicated schedule. But for now, it's still a bit touch and go. So let's see, is there anyone available to raid? There's really not much people on right now, which is understandable. Well, at least that's the people I know. I actually have to, I don't know, follow more people. Follow more people that are available to raid, so that I have more people that I can raid. Yeah. Let's see here. Maybe check in the Persona page. Who else is on? This is only 3 people in the Persona 3. Maybe Persona 3 Portable. Maybe that's what I should have put my category as. Persona 3 Portable. I mean, that's technically what this is. Yep. More people there. Good. Let's see. Pick anyone. Time to play Persona and boost those numbers. One day I'll I hope to have some good numbers, but again, this is a hobby, so even if I don't make it, it's fine. It'll be nice, but it's fine. Let's see. But I hope everyone enjoyed today. I completely forgot to put in a background music while y'all were waiting here, just so you wouldn't have to just listen to silence and my voice. There you go. That seemed better to you? Okay. Let's see. Who is available? Wow. I mean, I guess we could just raid anyone, huh? Okay. Pick this one. Okay. Got it. Yeah, oh, not shout out. Raid. Choppy the cat. I've never met this person before, but we're gonna go ahead and raid them. And then I'll put up the raid message for those who are not subbed, and raid message for those who are. All my socials are up there. Josh Kujo, ENVtuber is my Twitter handle. You can find my YouTube channel for all my VODs, which I haven't uploaded my most recent VODs. I'll have to do that on the weekend. But that'll be it for tonight. Have yourselves a good night, and
the sound effects are still not working, so I'll have to do it live. Wait. Take out the background music. Attention shoppers. The store will be closing soon.
That's a lot of XP.
Good night.
Muscle drink.